Here we see that foul again. Ball from Velito Cruz, but that's a foul from on Hangsing.
Foul on
Velito Cruz urging his teammates forward. How Churchill Brothers would love an early goal here against Vasco. Here's a cross coming in, but not the best. Goes over the post. Here we see the cross in from Velito Cruz, the free kick. Then Justin Barbosa with the cross. Vasco keeper Sanju Thapa with that goal kick. Suraj Mondol gets in his control, but lack of intricate play so far from Vasco. We see Hafizur Rahman there on screen. Churchill Brothers with the throw. Bersal Vigas with the throw. Here's Hansing. Nice walk over there from Hansing. Vasco in possession of the ball. Throw in for Vasco. Anil Gaonkar there. Anil with the long throw in. Suraj Mondol tries to shield it off, but ends up fouling the captain Velito Cruz. That's a dangerous one. The referee warning him. Here we see it again. Suraj Mondol. That's slightly dangerous. We've seen injuries in the past 3 games early on in the game. Suraj Mondol needs to be careful over there. He's got the first warning from the referee, but here comes a long free kick from Churchill Brothers. Here's Hafizur Rahman for Joachim Branches. Suraj Mondol chasing the Churchill Brothers defense. Here's Joachim Branches in control, looking for Suraj Mondol, but slightly overcooked and goes out for a goal kick. Here we see Mr. Churchill Alamau on the screen, the president of the Goa Football Association and also the owner of Churchill Brothers. Churchill Alamau bought Churchill Brothers in the 90s, former chief minister and current president of the Goa Football Association, responsible for the development of football in Goa, not just by encouraging youngsters but also financially pumping in money for the Goan football. Has done a lot for Goan football. Mr. Churchill Alamau looking on for a victory for his team, but getting back to the game, Churchill Brothers in control. Velito Cruz in possession. Kidron Fernandez in the heart of that Churchill defense. Here's Justin Barbosa playing it to Sumer Sehgal. Sumer Sehgal back to keeper Siddharth Nair. Siddharth looking for his teammate but gives it away to Daniel Rebello. Here's Hafizur, but that captain Velito wins that ball back, but Desmond Gama in possession. Kuldeep Kumar from Southern Samiti Club in Calcutta, new signing for Vasco Sporting Club. Desmond Gama brought down by Churchill Brothers. Justin brings him down. Here we see again Desmond Gama.
Desmond Gama.
Justin Barbosa with that foul on Desmond Gama. Daniel Rebello over the ball for the free kick. Free kick in a dangerous position. Daniel Rebello with the free kick. That's a nice ball in! And that's a good chance. 7 minutes into the first half of this high voltage encounter, and here we see the free kick. Daniel Rebello with the free kick, and that was a header which has just gone over the bar from Sanville De Costa. Sanville on the screen. He could have troubled the keeper if he kept it on target. Long throw in from Vasco. Churchill Brothers gives a throw in away. Vasco with the throw, beautifully done by Hafizur. Here comes the cross, but that's a wayward cross, goes out for a goal kick. Churchill played short to Sumer Segal, but Sumer Segal gives it away, and that's a goal! What a goal that is! The first goal for Vasco, and guess who scores that goal? Their captain, the experienced customer, Joachim Branches. But let's not take credit away. Let's see the action replay. Played it short to Sumer Segal. He gives the ball away to Desmond Gama. Desmond Gama squares it to Joachim Branches. And right place at the right time for the captain, Joachim Branches. Here we see the replay again. Sumer Segal tries to go past Desmond Gama, but fails to do so. Easily finds Joachim Branches. Striker's instinct. And he scores that first goal in the 8th minute. Vasco Sporting Club 1, Churchill Brothers 0. What a start to this high voltage encounter. A Goan derby of sorts, and it's not failing to impress Joachim Branches. Here comes Churchill Brothers on the counter. When the corner kick, they'll be pressing this Vasco Sporting Club team now. They'll be willing their team on. Churchill Brothers, they'll be looking to get that equalizer quick. Clinton Niaso, we see on the screen. Here comes the corner. Well dealt by that man from Kolkata, Kuldeep Kumar. But here's Suraj Mondal on the attack. Suraj Mondal looking for Joachim Branches again from the outstep of his foot. But again, apologizes to Joachim. He's been slightly off color so far, Suraj Mondal. Throw in for Churchill Brothers. Not a good start for Churchill Brothers, but they have the quality to turn this around. Here's Hansing. Hansing keeps the ball nicely under control. He's looking for Niaso, but Valito plays it back. Again, Vasco SC pressing Siddhant Nair. Here's Hansing with the ball. Nicely controlled. Plays it Marvin Borges to Valito de Cruz. Here's Hansing again. Hansing trying his best. Strong presence out there, Hansing, as we can see. Shielding off 3 players, but still not giving the ball away. Referee calls it back for a foul on Hansing. Valito Cruz on the ball. It's a nice chip in, but well handled by Kuldeep Kumar yet again. Joachim Branches looking for a foul on him. Vasco SC with the throw in. See Hafizur. Suraj Mondol with a bad touch gives the throw in away to Churchill Brothers. Velito seems to be the heart of this Churchill Brothers team. Here's that man who made that mistake, Sumer Sehgal. He'll be looking to make amends for that mistake. But what a through ball here. Niaso! First shot on target for Churchill Brothers. That's a good move. Clinton Niaso. You see the replay again. Sumer Sehgal to that man Velito Cruz, who plays it nicely through. Tries a left-footed shot. Clinton Niaso, but straight to keeper Sanju Thapa. Yes, the captain again, Velito Cruz. Quickly changes side. Looking for Kidron Fernandez, but cannot get it through to him. Slightly overcooked. Here's Suraj Mondol again. Nicely controlled this time. With the outside of his foot. It's a good move. That's a beautiful move. Here's Desmond Gama with another chance. Can he tell? He could have done that earlier, but he takes his time. But he gets blocked by the Churchill Brothers defenders. Here's Velito Cruz back on the ball. That was a good opportunity for Vasco on the counter attack. Now that seems to be the danger for Churchill Brothers now on the counter. Here's Kidron to Joachim Carvalho. Hansing. See how deep he's falling. He's got a brilliant control of the ball. He's a strong boy. Chedel Fernandez we saw playing it back to Velito, who looks for a long ball. But here's Warren Pereira looking for his captain Joachim Abranches, but Sumer Sehgal does well this time, heading it back calmly to Siddharth. Siddharth Nair with the long kick. Here's Hafizur playing it beautifully done, but that final ball was not right to Suraj Mondol. Here's Velito for Hansing. Back to Velito. Hansing lays it off nicely, and that's a foul by Kuldeep Kumar. He says he got the ball. He's not happy with the referee's decision here. Marvin Borges wrestles the ball away from Kuldeep Kumar. They want to get back on this in this game. Hansing, you can see he got the ball, but his studs were up, so the referee calls it back for a foul. There we see Clinton Niaso, who was fouled. Good tackle by Kuldeep Kumar, but his studs were showing. That was dangerous play. Referee gives it for a foul rightly. This is a good free kick opportunity for Churchill Brothers. But straight into the wall. Vasco SC clear their line, but here's Joachim Abranches on the counter, but Siddharth Nair clears the ball away, but Velito Cruz gets it back under control. Here's Joachim Carvalho. Joachim looking for Hansing, but here's Clinton Niaso, and that's offside given against Hansing. Vasco Sporting Club will take their time. Here we see that offside decision again. Well spotted by the referee.
Side.
It's a long free kick from Vasco Sporting Club. Here's Chadle. Here's Clinton. Back to Chadle. Beautiful ball for Marvin Borges. Marvin Borges with a beautiful cross, and what a chance for Clinton Niaso. What a well-worked move for Churchill Brothers, and that could have been the equalizer, and that should have been the equalizer. Clinton Niaso, here we see the move again. Beautifully lays it back to Chadle. Chadle plays it to Marvin Borges. Marvin Borges with that beautifully weighted cross. Hansing could have scored. Clinton Niaso could have scored. In the end, Niaso puts it up over the bar. Here's Desmond Gama on the ball. To Warren Pereira. Looking for his captain again. Joachim Branches. Back with Warren Pereira. But clumsily gives the ball away to Churchill Brothers. Sumer Sehgal. Sumer Sehgal throws it long. Looking for Clinton Niaso. But we can already see why this is a high voltage encounter. Both teams already opening up each other. Something tells me there are more goals in this game, but Sumer Sehgal makes a move again, makes a bad move. And here's Desmond Gama, who is brought down. Velito Cruz from behind, and that might be a yellow card, but is it from the referee? The referee lets Velito Cruz get away with that. No yellow card for Velito Cruz.
Down.
Here's Daniel Ribello with the free kick. It's a long one. Looking for Suraj Mondal and Joachim Branches in that box. Here's Suraj Mondal, but Churchill Brothers clear their line. Here's Clinton trying to hassle the defenders of Vasco. Here's Chadle. Velito plays it wide to Marvin. Marvin back to Velito. Velito driving his way forward, but gives it away. Warren lets it go. Throw in for Vasco Sporting Club. Warren Pereira. Warren Pereira throws it up for yet another throw. Looking for Desmond Gama. Warren Pereira looking for his captain again, but Sumer Sehgal is right there. Clears the ball, but this time it's off Warren Pereira for a throw in. Marvin with the throw, quickly taken for Niaso. Back to Marvin. Sumer Sehgal. Sumer Sehgal back to his defender, Joachim Carvalho. Bersel Vegas to Chadle. That's a foul by Suraj Mondal. Bersel Vegas. Here we see the foul on Chadle. Joachim with the free kick. That's a poor one. Kuldeep Kumar, I beg your pardon, Daniel Ribello wins that back, but that's a free kick now for Churchill Brothers. In another dangerous position, Churchill Brothers are showing signs of coming back into this game. Here we see Justin trying to win that ball back, but the referee calls it back for a foul. 21 minutes on the clock. Churchill Brothers 0, Vasco Sporting Club 1. Thanks to their captain, Joachim Abranches. A 5-man wall here for Vasco Sporting Club. They do not want to give this lead away. 22 minutes on the clock. That's a good free kick. That's well done by Sanju Thapa. Saves it, gets up quickly and gathers it finally on the second attempt. Here we see that free kick again from Justin with his left foot in swinging ball, but Sanju Thapa stops it and Marvin Borges cannot reach it. Here's Desmond Gama. Tries to put the ball past Sumer Sehgal, but he was alert. Sumer Sehgal takes the throw in quickly for Kidron Fernandez. Joachim Carvalho on the ball, taking his time. That's a very strong tackle. Here's Francis Fernandez, that man, to Daniel Rebello. Daniel Rebello plays it to Warren Pereira. Warren Pereira to that number 7 Desmond Gama, who gave that cross for Joachim Abranches. That's good work, but Sumer Sehgal is there, and that's a foul. That's a blatant push on Sumer Sehgal. Sumer Sehgal on the ball. Here's Clinton Niaso looking for Hansing. Flicks it to Justin. Justin looking for that cross, but nicely dealt with that defense. There is Hafizur Rahman. Lets the ball roll out. Throw in for Vasco Sporting Club. 25 minutes on the clock. And we are here at the Duler Stadium. Vasco Sporting Club 1, Churchill Brothers 0. Daniel Rebello. That's a poor ball again. There are too many through passes coming along. Here's Kidron Fernandez. Kidron Fernandez looking for Clinton Niaso again. But here's Hafizur. Does brilliantly. But again looking for that through ball, and there's no one. Joachim talking to his teammates, telling them to calm it down. Here's Basil Vegas. Cleared by Vasco Sporting Club. Straight to Siddharth Nair. Here's Kidron Fernandez again. Valito Cruz. It's a good try through, but a throw in for Churchill. Marvin Borges over there. Basil Vegas tells him, I'll take the throw in, but Marvin Borges gets the ball back. Anil Gaonkar with that foul on Marvin Borges. Here we see it again. Catches the leg after he passes the ball. Anil Gaonkar. Get another free kick. Can Churchill Brothers put the ball in a dangerous area? Here we see that man, Churchill Alamau. He'll be urging his teammates, his players, to go forward. They're behind now. 1 goal to Vasco Sporting Club, but here comes the free kick. That's a good free kick in. Kuldeep Kumar urging his defenders forward with that header clearance. Here's Suraj Mondal on the counter attack. Can he do his magic? The man from Kolkata. Daniel Rebello. Yes, Bissell Vegas. But Daniel Rebello wins that ball. Yes, Francis Velito gets it back. So Hafizur. Anil Gaukar with the throw. Daniel Rebello. Back to Anil. But bad ball from and straight to Houston. Sumer Sehgal tries to do a quick give and go. It's Clinton, but for no man's land. That's a bad ball. There's Daniel Rebello. Here we see the foul again. Bersal tries to go through, but Joachim Branches just flicks him from the back. But here's Suraj Mondol with a nice run. But again, that final ball disappointing from Suraj Mondol. Vasco may have scored the first goal, but they've had opportunities to increase the lead if and only if their attacking third final passing had not been off colour. Here's Hansing. Here's Houston. Here's Clinton Niaso. Here's coming with the shot over the bar. Cheryl Fernandez with that shot, sliced it over the bar, but Sanju Thapa with the goal kick. Here's Houston looking for Hansing, but Clinton clips it for Cheryl Fernandez, who tries a shot, but it's gone over the bar. Here's Anil. Beautiful walk from Anil Gaukar. Again looking for that final ball, but intercepted well by the Churchill Brothers defense. But here's Hansing. Hansing for Houston, but Warren Pereira clears it. 30 minutes on the clock. Cooling break here at the Duler Stadium in this high voltage encounter. Churchill Brothers 0, Vasco Sporting Club 1. We've got to mention this is the development side of Churchill Brothers, put together by that man again, Churchill Alamau. The main squad is playing in the I-League. They're on top of the table at the moment, Churchill Brothers in the I-League. Their squad here in the Goa Professional League would also try to do the same. The defending champions, but here's the goal we see again. Desmond Gama dispossesses the Vasco left back, and I beg your pardon, Churchill left back Sumer Sehgal. Here we see it again. Desmond Gama dispossesses Sumer Sehgal and squares it for Joachim Branches. Right place at the right time for that man, the captain, Joachim Branches. Sumer Sehgal will not want to look back at that again. That's nightmarish defending over there. And we are back from the cooling break. will start with a throw-in. Sumer Segal with the throw-in. So we'll start proceedings after the cooling break. Kidron Fernandez back to Joaquim Carvalho. Plays it to Clinton Niaso for Bissell. Vasco in possession. Spreads it out wide, looking for Desmond Gama, but he fails to reach it. Sumer Segal with the throw-in to Kidron Fernandez again. Churchill Brothers need to up the ante. There are a lot of missed passes going on. If they want to get back into this game, they have to be more precise with their passing. They have to show more intensity. But here's a nice bit of play from that man who gave the cross for Joaquim Abranches, Desmond Gama, but plays it slightly overcooked for Daniel Ribello. But here's Vasco on the run again. Goal kick for Churchill Brothers. Siddharth Nair. Long one. Here's Joaquim Abranches in the attacking third, looking for that final ball again. Misses it. But here's Felito driving forward with intent. He's Houston up against Warren Pereira, who doesn't let him go. Back to Velito. Here's Clinton Niaso. It's a handball from Clinton Niaso. Referee calls it back for a foul and awarded a free kick to Vasco. Here we see it again in action replay. Velito with that ball. As he tries to control it, just trots up and catches his hand. Clinton Niaso. Here's a long ball. Persil clears it, but a foul given away by Hafizur Rahman. Here's Persil. Bersil back to Kidron Fernandez to Sumer Segal. Back with the goalkeeper Siddharth. Looking for a long ball. But here's Suraj Mondol who wins possession. That's beautiful control from Suraj Mondol. Vasco still in possession of the ball. Here's Daniel Ribello. Looks for a cross in. What's a good cross! And the second goal! And that's the same combination, or what has happened here? The referee has called it back for an offside. But Siddharth Nair has given the ball back again. But here we see that action replay. Good ball from Daniel Ribello. That combination again. Desmond Gama to Joaquim Abranches, who taps it in. But Desmond Gama was slightly offside over there. Siddharth Nair with the goal kick. That man Desmond Gama again. Kidron Fernandez. Back to his keeper Siddharth Nair. Kidron on the ball. Kidron going long, looking for Sumer Segal, but again slightly overcooked. Warren Pereira with the throw. Sumer Sehgal. You will see the captain, the goal scorer, leading his team at this point of time. Warren Pereira with the throw in, and Sumer Sehgal again gives it away. That's 3 in a row. Warren Pereira again looking for Joachim, but this time changes up the combination and tries to cross it, but straight to Siddharth, who plays it long. Clinton Niaso looking for a foul, but not given. Here's Daniel Rebello. I beg your pardon, that was that man, the legend, Francis Fernandez. From Hafizur Rahman, here's Francis Fernandez on the ball. Takes the shot, but goes over the bar. He'd be disappointed with that. Here we see that man Churchill Alamau, the president of the Goa Football Association and the owner, the boss of Churchill Brothers. Here we see the physio coming out and helping the injured Churchill Brothers player Marvin Borges. Siddharth Nair just waiting for his teammates to get ready. You see Kuldeep Kumar, the man from Calcutta, jersey number 4 for Vasco, but here's a long kick. Hafizur wins the header, and that's a foul. That's a high boot from Basil. Here we see it again. Basil with that high boot on Francis Fernandez. Hafizur standing over the ball for the free kick. Clinton standing on his way in the wall. Daniel Rebello replaces Hafizur for the free kick. Here's Daniel Rebello with the free kick. It's nicely cooked overhead ball, but then there's again some miscommunication which has led to the Churchill goalkeeper on the ground, but he limps back onto his feet. There we see Kidron clashing with his goalkeeper Siddharth Nair. Is Daniel with the corner? It's still dangerous. Just couldn't keep it in. Joachim had a good chance again. He could have had a hat-trick in this half. One ruled out for offside and one just misses with the header. Here we see the corner again. Daniel Rebello. Here's a free kick in the attacking third for Churchill Brothers. Plays it quickly, Velito, but given away by Cheryl Fernandez. Here's Desmond Gama, but offside clearly for Joachim Branches. Sumer Sehgal for Velito. Looking for Hansing. He gets it back, tries to play a nice 1-2, but Hansing is begging the referee to give a yellow card. He says, I've been fouled enough. When will you show the cards? But here's Velito Cruz. Velito Cruz, can he get his team back into this game? But that's a poor free kick, cleared away, but back to Velito. Velito taking his time. Calm customer. Suraj Mondal in front of him. And poorly gives that ball away for a goal kick for Vasco Sporting Club. 42 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes to go plus additional time for the first half to end. What an entertaining first half it's been here at the Duler Stadium between the two heavyweights, Vasco Sporting Club and Churchill Brothers. The headline here so far, Vasco Sporting Club lead Churchill Brothers 1-0. Here's Sanju Thapa with a long goal kick. But here's Velito Cruz. Hansing. Can he change the fortune of his team? He's going through, he's pumping his way forward, but too many men to beat over there. Sumer Sehgal. Here's Sumer Sehgal again with the header, but gives it away to Joachim Abranches. Suraj Mondal picks it up. That's a slightly overcooked ball, but Francis Fernandez in attack. There you see that man, Francis Fernandez, an Indian Super League Cup winner. Sumer Sehgal is Warren Pereira. Hansing trying to show his power on Warren Pereira. Successfully gets a throw in for Churchill Brothers. Here's Hafizur, beautifully done by Hafizur. Beautiful tackling. Wins the ball, Daniel Ribello. Here's Francis, the experienced customer. Lays it off to Anil. Back to Francis. To Suraj Mondal. Suraj Mondal tries to hold it up but gives the ball away again. Here's Velito. Plays it nicely for Chedel. Chedel plays it for Hansing, who can't keep it under control. Vasco Sporting Club clear the line. Kidron tries to look for Sumer Sehgal, but the ball rolls out for a Vasco Sporting Club throw-in. There we see Desmond Gama, the provider of that first goal for Joachim Abranches. Kuldeep Kumar has been rock solid so far at the heart of defence. The boy from Calcutta. And there we see 3 minutes of additional time from the referee. Beautifully skipped pass by Hafizur. Daniel Ribello to Suraj Mondal to Daniel Ribello. Plays it out wide to that man Desmond Gama. What can he do? Well defended by Sumer Sehgal. Again, Velito picks up the spoils. Here's Hansing. What a ball that is from Hansing. Looking for Marvin Borges. That's a fumble. But that's well caught out by Sanju Thapa. That's a brilliant ball from Hansing. Here we see it again. Hansing nicely turning away from two defenders. Plays it long for Marvin Borges, who goes for the shot but can't get enough power behind it. Sanju Thapa grabs it the second time round. Here's that man Desmond Gama for Vasco. Warren Pereira looking for Suraj Mondal. But Velito skips past Hafizur and Suraj. Joachim Abranches comes back, tackles Velito, commits the foul and gets the first yellow card of the game. Joachim Abranches. So if we had a scoreline of yellow cards and Joachim Branch's goal scoring, it would have been 1-1. But that's not the case here. When it comes to the teams, it's Vasco Sporting Club 1, Churchill Brothers 0. Focused man there, Joachim Branches, Sumer Segal. Here's Sumer Segal again. He's been a busy customer, Sumer Segal, down that right flank. Is Joachim Carvalho to Marvin Borges, who's looking for Clinton, but Kuldeep Kumar takes over and gives it away again. Clinton Niaso looking for Houston, but gives it away, but back with Churchill. Sustained pressure towards the end of this first half. Here's Basil. Here's Cheryl again. Velito chips it, but Kuldeep Kumar, I beg your pardon, Warren Pereira clears it outside. And there we go, the half-time whistle here at the Duler Stadium between Churchill Brothers and Vasco Sporting Club.
Churchill Brothers Football Club Goa 0, Vasco Sports Club 1.
Here we go, half-time. Churchill Brothers 0, Vasco Sporting Club 1. We'll be back after the lemon break. It promises to be an exciting second half. Churchill Brothers, as we saw, they ended the first half on a high. Can they keep it up and get that equalizer and go for that win? Can Vasco Sporting Club increase that lead of theirs and make a statement here at the Duler Stadium for the Goa Professional League? We're back here for the second half of this encounter between Churchill Brothers and Vasco Sporting Club. Vasco leading Churchill Brothers by 1-0 thanks to their captain Joachim Abranches. And we've had the first substitute of the match for Churchill Brothers. Cheryl Fernandez goes out. The under 20 player Cheryl Fernandez. His place is taken by a fellow under 20, Landon Mendoka. We start proceedings. Vasco Sporting Club starts proceedings from the center. We see Anil trying to go through two, gets sandwiched in between and gets the foul. There's Selvel, plays it to Anil, to Francis Fernandez. Here's Suraj Mondol. It's beautifully weighted in. It's a dangerous cross in. And goes out for a corner kick for Vasco Sporting Club. Vasco on the attack. Straight away like they began that first half. Here we see Suraj Mondol getting it under control. And tries to give a beautifully weighted cross. Looking for Joachim Abranches, but there was that man Desmond Gama right behind. Following up, here's Daniel Rebello with the corner kick. It's a long one and well dealt with Churchill Brothers. Persil with the throw, who leaves the ball. For jersey number 18, who just came in, Landon Mendonca. There we see jersey number 17, defender for Vasco, Samuel De Costa. Here's Joachim looking for the long ball, but Sanju Thapa comfortably gathers that. Joachim Carvalho. Here's Sanju Thapa with the long kick. Joachim with the ball. It's a long ball looking for Landon Mendonca, but Anil gathers it up for Denil. Back with Anil. Plays it back to Sanville. Sanville tries to play it long, looking for Francis Fernandez, but a foul. Both players on the ground. Marvin Borges. Marvin Borges fouls Anil over there. Free kick for Vasco Sporting Club. We see Marvin on the screen. Sanville will take the free kick for Vasco. It's a long free kick. Again in no man's land, but comes the second ball, one by here's Suraj Mondol. It's a beautifully weighted ball in for Desmond Gama, who slightly hesitates in making that run, and hence Churchill get the opportunity to clear their lines, and a throw in for Vasco Sporting Club. Here's Joachim Abranches, the goal scorer. Desmond Gama with the ball, and Suraj, I beg your pardon, Francis Fernandez with that header. But it goes over the bar. Here we see that beautiful layup from Joachim, Desmond Gama, and that header from Francis Fernandez goes over the bar. There's that man, Francis Fernandez. There we see Mr. Churchill Alamau. But here's Tenville giving the ball away. Landon Mendonca with the throw in for Churchill Brothers. Landon looking for options. Here's Landon again, another throw in for Churchill Brothers. Here's Clinton chasing the Vasco defenders down, but Landon clears it. Here's, oh, that's a beautiful go through by Velito, but looking for a yellow card, but the referee says nothing doing, but gives the free kick away on Velito. Velito is urging his teammates forward. Can they get this goal back, Churchill Brothers? It's a beautiful long ball in. Here's Houston. What a ball through for Hansing. Can he reach it? But well tackled there. And Sanju Thapa can't keep it in. Here we see that through ball again from Houston. Beautiful ball for Hansing. But great tackle. What a great tackle there from Selvel Goa. Goal kick for Sanju Thapa. Taking his time, Sanju Thapa. There you see the long goal kick from Sanju Thapa for Hafizur Rahman. Velito plays it back to Bersil. Back with Bersil again to Velito. Here's Hansing. He's got acres of space in front. He takes the shot on, and that's quite wide of the goal. If he has to trouble the keeper, that goal has to be moved slightly wider. He had space in front of him. He took the shot on, but not on target. There we see it again. Hansing. He's been a busy customer. Is Selvel Goa with the goal kick. It's a long goal kick from Selvel Goa. Anil with the throw to Suraj Mondol. Here's Hafizur. Keeps the ball under close control. Tries to go past Landon, but nothing doing. Wins the throw in though. Here's Hafizur Rahman. Anil to Hafizur. Here's Hafizur. Suraj Mondol. Can't get it past that Churchill Brothers defense, being rugged. Here's Houston. That's brilliant pressing. That's absolutely brilliant pressing from the Churchill Brothers players. They are in it together. Desmond Gama over there pressing Houston to make a mistake, but gives the way a goal kick. Here's Clinton Niaso. The referee's calling him over, telling him to calm it down. Here we see it again, the foul. both players went up for that header, to be fair to Clinton. I think that's what he's trying to explain to the referee over there. Vasco will take their time. They are in the lead. 54 minutes on the clock. Suraj Mondol as we see him. Selvel with that free kick. Here's Selvel's ball in. Suraj Mondol chests it. I beg your pardon. Joachim Branches chests it down for Suraj Mondol. But here's Churchill on that counter attack. Clinton Yasso. Velito spreads it wide to Landon. Landon puts in a nice cross, but not enough players in the box. But Churchill Brothers on the ball again, but Hafizur clears it. Vasco being rugged in defense. Suraj Mondol can't keep it in control, but commits the foul. Velito Cruz has drawn quite a lot of fouls today. There's Joachim. Here's Joachim again. Churchill Brothers in possession. That's beautiful turning from Justin. Plays it beautifully. There's a chance, and that's a foul on Clinton Yasso. That's a free kick in a dangerous position. We see it again, Clinton Yasso. Foul by Daniel Rebello. Tackle from behind from Daniel. Wins the foul. There's a lot of Churchill players there wanting to take that free kick. But Clinton Yasso looks like the one who's going to take it. Will he go for placement or will he go for power? We see Clins Mendes also over the ball. But it seems like Clinton Yasso who's going to take this free kick. Clins moves away. But Clinton Yasso with the free kick and straight into the wall. Joachim Branches on the chase. And that's spread out and that's gone beyond the touchline. Throw in for Anil. Plays it to Daniel. Does beautifully. Tries to go past, but fails to do so. Ball with Velito. Pulls it nicely for from Hafizur. Plays it wide to Bersel, who plays it to Justin. And that's a great tackle down on that right wing. And it's Suraj Mondol in attack. Clins giving chase, but Suraj Mondol can't keep it under control. Here's Bersel. Desmond Gama is giving him attention, close attention there. That's a fantastic diving header. Here's another chance. Here's Francis Fernandez. Plays it back to Anil. Plays it to Denville. Beautiful 1-2. That was a fantastic move if that final pass came through. But this is much more open. Here's Hansing. Can he take him on? Leaves the ball behind. Here's Velito with Hansing again. And that's poorly given. Looking for Clinton Yasso, but feebly gives away to the Vasco defenders. Here's Landon starting proceedings with that throw, but that's a bad ball. Francis Fernandez blocks it. Landon back on the ball. Joachim looking for Hansing. But that man again, Kuldeep Kumar. It's been rock solid at the back, and that's a foul throw. That's amateurish football from Landon. It's great exposure for the young boys, for Churchill Brothers, to play against the likes of Joachim Branches and Francis Fernandez. Marvin Borges on the ball, looking for Hansing. That's a great ball for Hansing. Hansing keeps it under control, but that man Kuldeep Kumar again goes out for a corner. Brilliant defending from Kuldeep Kumar. Is Houston. He created quite a bit of havoc the last time he took a corner for Churchill Brothers. Can he do the same? Can he get that ball in which could result in a goal? Here comes the corner. It's a great ball in. Here's Bersel. Back to Hansing. Hansing looking to do some magic. Hansing tries for a left-footed cross. Wins the corner. Churchill Brothers upping the ante over here. Sanju Thapa marshalling his troops. Marvin Borges this time with the corner. 6 players for Churchill in the box. Can they make some difference over there? That's a good corner again, but confidently punched out by Sanju Thapa. But Francis Fernandez with experience heads it out. Here's Suraj Mondol. Tries to get past Joachim Carvalho, but the young lad does well against the experienced customer. Here's the corner again. Marvin Borges with that kick, and that's confidently punched out by Sanju Thapa. Here's Francis Fernandez. Plays it Suraj Mondol. That's offside. And Churchill wins the free kick. Here's Landon. Here we see that offside call. Clinton Yasso. But nicely won back. Here's another chance. Here's that man. Suraj Mondal. That's a good cross in, but well dealt with the Churchill Brothers defenders. There's Houston. Kuldeep just catches Hansing, but the ball was nowhere near to him. There was an accidental flick from Kuldeep. Desmond Gama wins that ball back. Here's Hafizur. Takes the shot, but flies over the bar. That shot, but Vasco is not going away. Here we see that move again. You see Denville to Suraj Mondal, who lays it off for Hafizur, who takes that attempt and goes over the bar. There we see Hafizur. He's been a live wire in that midfield as well. Vasco has one player down, Denville. Denil Rebello, beg your pardon. We see Churchill Alama on the screen. Looking concerned, his team is down 1-0. 63 minutes on the clock. Start proceedings again with Joachim Carvalho on the ball. Here's Klins, Houston, Valito to Houston. Here's a chance for Hansing. Plays it to Clinton Niaso. Can't get it back to Hansing. There's a crowded box for Vasco. Here we see that move again. Houston plays it nicely to Hansing. Hansing plays it, tries to give and go with Clinton, but just can't get it through. Here's the chance, Clinton Niaso! And that is an opportunity missed. We see the replay again. Houston again in the heart of that attack. Marvin Borg just slips it beautifully through to Clinton Niaso, but what an opportunity goes begging. Clinton Niaso just can't get that shot off at the moment. That could have been 1-1 if he connected well. Clinton Niaso.
Churchill Brothers Football Club. Jersey number 17, Clinton Niso is being replaced by jersey number
And that was the last
Trijoy.
bit of action from Clinton. And he's been replaced by the man from Sporting Club de Goa, Trijoy. Trijoy Savio Dias. Jersey number 7 comes in place of Clinton Niaso. Can he change the fortunes of Churchill Brothers over here? Landon. To Clintz. To Landon. Beautifully played to Marvin Borges. But Marvin cannot find Hansing. Hansing slightly overran it. But here's on the counter, Suraj Mondol. Looking for Joachim Branches, and that's given up for offside. Joachim Branches talking to the ref. He was holding his run there, but Churchill Brothers are upping the ante, playing it quickly. Here we see that offside decision again. Definitely offside for Joachim Branches. It is Clintz. Gives it away. Back with Joachim Carvalho. Looking for Hansing, who loses his shoe over there. Denil to Hafizur. Hafizur gives it away. That's a good shot. Oh, that's a fumble from Sanju Thapa. That's a mistake. Sanju Thapa, what are you doing? He will breathe a sigh of relief. Casually done by Hafizur. Velito, the captain, tries to place it. Drops just in front of Sanju Thapa, who tries to gather it. We've seen those go in. We've seen those bloopers before. It's a corner for Churchill Brothers, but here's a substitution. Suraj Mondol being taken off. That's another chance. But somehow Vasco clear their line. 68 minutes on the clock, and this game is getting interesting. Here's Houston, but gives it away this time. Houston has been orchestrating these Churchill Brothers attacks with Velito, but on that occasion he gives the ball away, and Warren Pereira with the throw-in. Velito gives it away, but Clintz takes up the spoils. Here's Houston again. Beautiful turning. Velito to Houston. Houston keeps it in control, but gives it away again. Francis Fernandez. Oh, this is on through-in. This is the substitute. Can he score? Yes, he can. What a goal. What a mistake again. And that is literally the first touch from the substitute, Matthew Colasso. And what a first touch that is for Matthew Colasso. We see that first touch came on as a substitute, and that is almost curtains for this Churchill Brothers team. Beautifully chipped by by Matthew Colasso into the goal. 2-0 to Vasco Sports Club. The headlines are ringing in the air. Vasco Sports Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. Defending champions Churchill Brothers. I said it at the beginning of the game. Do not go by the standings of last year's Goa Professional League. This Vasco team is here to make a statement. However, football is a funny game. You never know what's going to happen next. Churchill Brothers can come back strong. Can the defending champions turn this game around? Yes, Kidrin back to Joaquim Carvalho. That was a mistake again from the defense of Churchill Brothers. 2 mistakes, 2 goals for Vasco. And how happy will this Vasco management be at this point of time? They've put in the money for these new signings. They've revamped the squad. And the results are showing this Vasco SC Sporting Club team has gathered players from all around the country, as their newly appointed director has mentioned before. Here's Kuldeep, who gives the way a foul, but he's been rock solid at the back for Vasco. We see the foul again on Marvin Borges. Goal kick from Sanju Thapa. Sanju Thapa places the ball. Kuldeep takes that long kick, but it's a short one. And that's played again through for Francis Fernandez, but can't get to it. Francis Fernandez thrown from Landon for Churchill Brothers. That's a beautiful turn from Marvin. Slips it through for Velito. I beg your pardon, that's Clintz. Here's Landon. Landon with the decent ball in, but Kuldeep Kumar throwing his body in the air and heading it out for a corner for Churchill Brothers. He's giving his heart out there, Kuldeep Kumar, but here we see a Vasco player on the ground. Are these time-wasting tactics, or is he actually injured? Houston on the corner again. He gets up immediately. He gets up as soon as the referee tells him to move out of the field. Time-wasting tactics won't do here. Houston with the corner. Strongly palmed. And here's the attack. Francis Fernandez. Here's Anil on the run. The fast customer Anil, but bad touch, and Joaquim Carvalho gets that ball back. Here's Denil. Tries to wriggle his way through. And here's the captain, Joaquim Abranches. Plays it to Francis Fernandez, who plays it back to Anil. Calmly done. Back to Francis Fernandez. To Joaquim Abranches, who gives the ball away this time to Velito, who threads it through. To Marvin, to Trejoy. Just not happening for this Churchill Brothers team at this point of time. They'll have to go back to the drawing board, Churchill Brothers. Their coach Norberto Gonzalez will not be happy with this result and how the game's gone so far. Things can change, however. Churchill Brothers are the defending champions. Kuldeep Kumar with that long kick. Landon with the back header. Joaquim Carvalho heads it back for Clintz. And Churchill Brothers back in possession. Marvin Borges. Anil with the throw. Here's Three Joy. Here's a chance for Marvin, but tries to lift it for Hansing, but gives it away. Here's Desmond Gama trying to fight his way past Valito, but gives away a foul. Foul for Churchill Brothers. And that's the cooling break. Back to the discussion board for Churchill Brothers. They are behind here, 2-0. 75 minutes on the clock. There's a happy Vasco campaign that will be there. The salt smiles in the dugout. The face of Mr. Churchill Alamau says it all. His team is down 2-0. Here we see the disappointed Churchill team. We can see that those heads down. We see Churchill Alamau, see the passion in him. He's urging his players on that this is not over. You can get back into it. Never say never. But Vasco Sporting Club are here and are making a statement. They won't let it happen easily, the comeback, if there is one ever. Houston on the ball. Houston twists and turns and passes it to Valito. Valito spreads it out to Klins, but that's another great tackle from Selvel D'Souza. But here's Valito. Here comes the keeper Sanju Thapa and gathers the ball and falls down. It's really funny how goalkeepers do that nowadays. But quickly taken goal kick. Volleys it up for that goal scorer Matthew Colasso. Vasco back in possession. Kuldeep Kumar back to Samuel De Costa. Samuel plays it long this time, looking for that man Desmond Gama, but Joachim Abranches picks up the spoils. Here's Warren Pereira. Warren Pereira does brilliantly over there, but here's Matthew Colasso. Can't get it out of his feet. Here's Three Joy. Joachim Carvalho plays it to Birsal. Houston picks up the spoils, but Joachim Abranches tries to win that ball back, but Joachim back in possession. Here's Klins to Joachim. Joachim back to Klins. Looking for Marvin Borges, but here's Francis Fernandez. Beautifully done by Francis Fernandez. Look at that strength. Look at the experience. Look at how he's holding up play. You see Denil Rebello. He's been quite fantastic in the middle of that park for Vasco Sporting Club. But here's Houston. And there's Valito with the shot. And again, can't gather it first time, Sanju Thapa. Valito is trying to do it himself. Here we see it again. Valito plays a quick 1-2 with Houston. He had the shot on, takes it on, doesn't gather it cleanly again. Sanju Thapa can be dangerous. So far so good for him. Landon. Here's Birsal. Valito to Hansing. to Justin. Justin twists and turns away. Beautifully done by Justin. But too long. And the goal scorer gets up the spoils. Here's Hafizur. Plays it back. Slows it down. To Warren Pereira. To Desmond Gama, who looks for the goal scorer Matthew Colasso. Here's Desmond Gama again. Hits it up long. Joaquim Carvalho picks up the spoils. Landon. Beautifully played by Marvin. Landon with the cross. But not enough. That's a chance! What has he done? What an opportunity for Churchill Brothers to make these last 10 minutes interesting. But Trijoy has sent it way into the stands from barely 10 yards out with almost just the goalkeeper to beat. Trijoy Dias, hands on his head. We cannot say that Churchill Brothers didn't have the opportunity. Clinton Nias and Trijoy have had the best opportunities for Churchill Brothers, but they have failed to take them, whereas two mistakes have led this Vasco Sporting Club to a lead of 2-0. Teams have to be careful this time around. It's a completely different format. 12 teams are playing in over single leg fixtures. We see the substitute, the captain, the scorer, opening the scoring. Joaquim Branches goes out, and Sheldon Pereira comes in place of him. What a shift he has put in, the experienced customer Joaquim Branches. Here's a through ball, looking for the immediate substitute Sheldon Pereira, but here's Hafizur, tries to catch the keeper off the line, but Siddharth well aware of the danger. Trijoy. Valito gives it away to Matthew. Matthew again, but Valito gets it back. Valito. Churchill Brothers on the counter. Marvin Borges. Here's Justin, but that's a bad heavy touch. And Warren Pereira can reflect, but here's Kuldeep Kumar, who's been brilliant at the center. Here's Klintz to Birsel. Klintz puts it in for that very organized defense of Vasco Sports Club. Allows a counter for that substitute Sheldon Pereira. Beautifully keeps it in control, but plays it slightly behind for Matthew Colasso. Landon picks up the spoils. Here's Trijoy, who had that brilliant opportunity. This is Marvin Borges. Plays it to Hansing, who turns around, and Klintz plays it to Bersel. Here's Hansing again. Shimmies and gives the ball to Velito. Here's Justin. Skips past his defenders, but that man, Desmond Gama, picks up and increases his pace. Just overruns the ball over there, but Justin gets back. Here's Velito. There's Klintz to Landon. Landon puts in another cross. Could be dangerous. That's a chance! And another chance goes begging. I don't think he knew much about that. Let's see this cross again. Landon with a beautiful cross in. Good depth on it. And that was a shot taken, and which was well tried actually in the end by Marvin Borges to deflect it into the goal. But unluckily for him, it shimmies off him and goes above the bar post. Lansing asking the referee for time. He's begging the referee for time. Valito de Cruz this time joins in the conversation. Kuldeep Kumar to take the long kick. Here's the long kick from Kuldeep Kumar for Francis Fernandez. But Trijoy wins the battle and plays it to Klintz, who plays it back to Joachim. Back to Klintz. Here's Trijoy. Back to Valito. To Bersel. Back to Valito. Valito looks for Hansing, finds him, and wins the corner. Hansing. He's been a busy customer, Hansing. Valito and Justin have been quite encouraging for Churchill Brothers, but again, their brilliant tackle from Desmond Gama. He's been up and down that right wing non-stop. Great energy shown by Desmond Gama. Here's the Justin corner. Beautifully hit over the head by Valito. Here's Trijoy. Here's Marvin. Looking for Joaquim Carvalho, but here's Sheldon Pereira. Tries to make it through. And there'll be another substitution. Warren Pereira is making way for Alcin Fernandez. Warren Pereira, the under-20 player, being replaced by Alcin Fernandez in that right back position. 87 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes plus additional time to go. There's Bersel. Valito being closely marked by the goal scorer of the second one, Matthew Colasso. Bersel takes a long one, plays it to Klintz, who controls it. Plays it to Joaquim Carvalho in the Vasco half. Plays a beautiful ball. Trijoy, what can he do? Quick step over. There's Landon with the ball, but there's Hafizur. And Landon runs back to win that ball back. Plays it back to here's down that left wing, Justin. Beautifully done by Matthew Colasso. Plays a beautiful ball, Sheldon Pereira, but very well done by the keeper. But here's Vasco SC again. Tries to take the long one, but this time Siddharth Nair does well. Gets back on goal. Here we see it again. Matthew Colasso plays a beautiful ball in for Sheldon Pereira. Siddharth Nair comes out quickly this time. Saves his team from going down 3-0. Valito cannot get it under his control. Here's Desmond Gama. Oh, what a ball that is! What a ball that is! And oh! Sheldon Pereira should shoots it on goal, but Siddharth Nair keeps his team still in with a very small ray of hope. Wins a corner. This could have been bad on the scoreline for Churchill Brothers. They could easily have been down 4-0. Vasco have really impressed over here today at the Duler. Daniel with a beautiful corner. Siddharth to the rescue again for another corner. On the other end of the field this time for Vasco. Daniel taking his time, the referee hurrying him up. Here we see the corner again, curling into that goal. Siddharth Nair punches it out for another corner. The second of the Lord. Alson Fernandez, the second substitute who could have just scored with the first touch of the game. Look at this again. Daniel and Alson should have kept it on target. Breathing a sigh of relief, this Churchill Brothers team. Vasco Sporting Club 2, Churchill Brothers 0. 5 minutes of added time to go. Here's Landon. Plays it to Threejoy, who tries to put in a cross, but rolls out for a corner. Kuldeep marshalling that defense. Here's Justin. Here's Justin with the ball. Straight into the hands of Sanju Thapa. What a proud man that coach Mickey Fernandez will be. His game plan has worked perfectly today. They could have had more. They've made a statement here. Here's Anil clearing the ball away. Poor ball again from Klintz for Landon. Landon plays to Klintz. Klintz puts it up. Sanju Thapa thinks of coming, but Alson avoids the danger. Here's Klintz. Here's that man Mickey Fernandez. Here's another counter. Will it be? No, Sheldon Pereira cannot keep it in control. Throw in being taken by Justin for Hansing. Desmond Gama clears it up. Anywhere will do for Vasco Sporting Club now. That's Kidrin. It's a long ball from Basil, but straight into, and Sanju Thapa will control it. And he does what he does best. Takes the ball in his arms and falls down on the ground, wasting the precious few seconds. It's a great take from Anil. That's another beautifully done Sheldon Pereira. Just can't take it up, Sheldon. But here's a good chance. Velito. Here's Threejoy. Can they pull one back here? But they're giving their bodies on the line. Daniel Ribello, jersey number 8, slides and blocks that, and another corner for Churchill Brothers. There's Threejoy taking the corner. Long header, but easily gathered by Sanju Thapa. Long kick from Sanju Thapa. 1 minute to go. Clintz to Landon. Bad touch turns into a good touch, and that could be it for Churchill Brothers. Sheldon Pereira can't keep that in control, gives away a throw to Churchill Brothers. Last opportunity for Churchill Brothers to pull one back. Justin to Marvin to Velito. Velito spreads it wide to Three Joy, who lets it run but just keeps it in control. Three Joy and just bundles over the Vasco defender. Daniel Rebello over there. I beg your pardon. That is that ever hard-working Anil Gaunkar. Samuel De Costa with that long kick. Here's Sheldon Pereira. Final whistle here at the Duler Stadium. Guess who's made a statement here? The headline reads, Vasco Sporting Club 2, Churchill Brothers defending champions 0, and other teams in the Goa Professional League, beware, this Vasco team is here to win this Goa Professional League. Here we see the final shaking of hands. There's that man, the legend, Francis Fernandez, Kuldeep Kumar. He was very strong in their heart of defense. Matthew Colasso, we saw on the screen there. There is your headline. Full time here at the Duler Stadium. Churchill Brothers 0, Vasco Sporting Club 2.